So we're going to start off with some breathing. Before we do our Bhastrika practice, I'd like you just to take some longer, slower, deeper breaths. Explore the edges of your breath capacity. How deeply can you breathe in without strain? How completely can you exhale, again, without strain? So we're typically breathing in such a shallow way day to day that really breathing more fully and completely is strange for most people. The Sufis taught me a saying many years ago that your life will be as deep as your breath. Now, we're going to do some Bhastrika, which is a vigorous inhalation, very full, as full as you can inhalation, and then a relaxed exhalation, and a vigorous inhalation and a relaxed exhalation. In through the nose, out through the mouth. We'll do 15 or 20 of those. And at the end of that, you'll be able to sit in this really deep quietness. The mind will be quiet. You don't even have to breathe for a bit because your body mind will be saturated with breath. And I invite you just to be in those moments, just to be fascinated about being aware, being alive, being conscious, being aware. All right, so it looks like this. Now I hold on to my knees and pull back so that I can lift my chest. When I lift my chest at the top of the inhalation, it allows me to get a little bit more oxygen in there. But again, I want you to do this without strain. So, and if at any point you're going, whoa, I'm getting a little dizzy or something, just stop and relax. Okay? All right, let's do this together. 3, 2, 1. Let's do 5 more together. Two more. One more. Now just relax. Just utterly be still and relax. Just be awareness. Without looking for an object to be aware of, just explore the feeling of being alive and awake and aware. As mind comes back online with thoughts and critique, to see those thoughts and any feelings that accompany them as clouds moving through the sky of awareness. Feel your own expansiveness. Feel the stillness of your being. And we're going to do one more kind of meditation hack, so to speak, where the practice results in a greater stillness and silence and allows us to just be aware of our own awareness without lots of mind chatter. We'll do 3 minutes of humming. So you'll take a nice, very full breath in, and then you'll find a note and just hum it and sustain the hum for as long as you can, feeling the vibration in your body. And we'll do 3 minutes of that. You'll do one of those, and then you'll take a nice inhalation in and hum as long as you can, then take a nice inhalation in. Doesn't matter the pitch, doesn't matter the pace, go your own pace. So go ahead and begin at any point, taking a nice deep breath in, find a note, hum it, and feel the vibration in the body as you sustain it. Mm. 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 That's 1 minute. Mm. 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 That's 2 minutes. Mm. 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 And just be still. Listen to the sound of the silence. Be aware of being aware. Spacious, peaceful. Now, let's open our crown chakras as we normally do, visualizing the crown chakra as a lotus bud and just watch it bloom. Feel energy at the crown of your head, tingly energy at the crown of your head if it's there. Open to the descending light of grace. Light streaming in from high above the head, in through the crown, filling the body mind. And now let's emphasize the quality of wisdom and insight. Just feel your own need for wisdom and insight and understanding about the nature of your own life, your own struggles, the traumas that you've been through that you don't understand, the challenges that face you that seem daunting, times in which you feel lost in the process. Open to the download of wisdom and insight and inspiration. Invoke this descending light of grace in the form of wisdom and insight and understanding. Now, if you want to experiment with attuning to Manjushri, then you can do so with this mantra. Please don't feel like you have to. If you want to play with it, play with the mantra Om A Ra Om Cha Na Di. It's on your screen. Om A Ra Om Cha Na Di. You can say it out loud, or you can say it quietly within. just as a means of attuning you to the concentration of infinite wisdom that is Manjushri. Om Avalokiteshvara. Say it a couple of times and then stop and receive the inflow of infinite wisdom in just the way that you need in your life right now. Not theory, not philosophy, not doctrine, practical understanding about the challenges you face and what's needed. Om Aram. Om Aram. Infinite wisdom given to you for exactly the challenges that face you right now, to understand the nature of your life circumstances across this entire life. To help make a shift in your perspective so that you can see how life happens for you instead of to you. So then let's shift to emphasizing and invoking the qualities of infinite love and compassion. So ask that this descending light of grace manifest in the form of infinite love and compassion. Take it in as a deep softening of the heart. And with this, you may feel it especially light up the left side of your body and energy field. Because it has to do with the divine feminine. And if you wish to attune to the embodiment of infinite love and compassion, then you can attune to Avalokiteshvara or Kuan Yin with this very famous, well-known mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. And again, say it 3 or 4 times and then stop and receive, attune. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Let the download of these energies melt your heart. Take these energies in first as the intense love with which you are held by the universe. First, feel yourself to be incomprehensibly loved, known utterly and fully and completely unconditionally loved. Let this energy of love and compassion do its healing work. Go deeply down into your own shame and feeling of unworthiness, feeling of not enoughness. Let this light of infinite love and compassion stream from Kuan Yin's heart down to your own ways in which you don't like yourself, down into the stories that you hold that are held against yourself, aspects of yourself you don't like. Let this love deeply heal that. And then you may be able to go on to feel as this love saturates your own being and helps you to believe yourself, to know yourself to be utterly lovable. And that can free us to begin to feel our love for all beings. Not a personal, I know you, like you, love you kind of a progression, but just love as a state of being. See if you can imagine that this love takes hold of you such that you become the energy of love. As a state of being, and you move through life in a state of love for all things. Om Mani Padme. Om Mani Padme. Om Mani Padme. Om Mani. And see how this can shift relationships that you're in, people that you struggle with, people that you feel bitter or resentment towards, and yet you don't like how that leaves you feeling inside. The wisdom of Manjushri helps us to understand circumstances that we couldn't have known otherwise, and allows the heart to open and bring love, as wisdom does away with the story that we use to hold against that person, helps us to understand that everybody has their story, everybody has their trauma. It doesn't excuse behavior, but it explains why this person that you're having a hard time with may be struggling. That understanding may produce in your heart this compassion. As we feel this divine love us unconditionally, it allows us to feel the possibility of loving others in the same way. And then again, we shift the focus to the quality of power, the higher masculine, the divine masculine, not the lower masculine, not power over others, but in Vajrapani's energy, this is power to break free from our own chains, power to overcome illusion, to break through the glass ceiling. So invite now this descending light of grace to manifest as this great power. Power to liberate, to break the chains of our own stories, our own conditioning, and go free. Since this is the energy of the divine masculine, you may feel this on the right side of your body and energy field a little more. Let this power pour in, overcoming resistance to it. There may be a resistance to any of these energies that your ego feels. The ego has this intuition that if we really embrace the qualities of any of these energies, it could be life-changing. The ego only feels safe with familiarity, so it may resist any of these qualities. Here, we're invoking this quality of power to overcome all resistance, resistance being a part of the chains that bind us. A courage, a boldness to move ahead on our path of liberation. To receive this energy that helps us to take initiative to get out of our stuckness, our staleness, our stagnation. And if you'd like to experiment with attuning to Vajrapani, who is the embodiment of this infinite power, and you can try using his mantra, Om Vajrapani Om, Om Vajrapani Om, Om Vajrapani Om. Om Vajrapani. And as you say the mantra several times, then stop and receive. Notice how qualitatively this energy is different than the other two. How it is a very needed balance to kindness and softness and gentleness. This is fearlessness, unconditional confidence, the ability to step boldly into the unknown, to rise above the limiting story that our mind holds about us, the chains of our own conditioning, to break free. Om Vajrapani Hum. Om Vajrapani Hum. Om Vajrapani Hum. Now see if you can move through these qualities one at a time, just noticing the qualitative difference in the energies. Wisdom, love, and power. Just toggle between them for another moment to see if you can feel the different energy signature of each quality. And then see if you can feel them as a unified whole within you. Your own aware consciousness, feeling wise and compassionate and confident. Feel yourself to be wise, compassionate, and confident awareness. With great tenderness toward the world and fearlessness. And the wisdom to guide us regarding how to live in the world from love and power. Feel this wise, compassionate, confident awareness to be who and what you are. able now to lean into the challenges that you face in your life in a brand new way. All right, take a nice deep breath. Feel the way the body is being supported by the couch or the chair. Feel your feet on the floor. And as you open your eyes, look around the room, see the familiar room, but see if you can see it from just a little different perspective. An awareness that's now characterized by wisdom, power, and love.